Those things. Most likely, the blinking is not very clear. The four demons looked at each other. It also makes a mocking sound. Fierce devil laughing monster said, I know you're a nerd. Practical knowledge is poor. We are you, the world of evil. Not kill the arsonist. What's a grimoire? They just kill more people. Do more bad things. Then we can get close to the truth of the magic. It's not wasted. A life of his minthite magic. It's us. Shocking tears of contempt pouting for lunatics. The worst part is touching your nose in anger. For shallow people who have been practicing magic all their lives. Reach the position of the emperor. They don't understand magic as deeply as they do. It's called magic. After all, it's just one word. Private. The devil doesn't bother with anything. Fight only for your own good. Even if you kill people and set them on fire just because someone else is blocking your way. It's just a trick, not a goal. But these are using tricks for their purposes. It's a joke of the world. If magic is the kind of thing that doesn't actually work, it was destroyed a long time ago. I really don't know. Years ago, how did the friction lead them into the sect? It's just who finally let them go. What is the purpose? I can't guess. I can't think for a moment. Most likely, ask again. Why did you sneak up on us? After all, who is wrong? Well, by chance. The devil mused a low voice. Probably the most unconsciously shaking his head. He looked at them and said he beat them to death. Wait a minute, I'm serious. The devil is about to cry the most. In my heart never ceases to murmur. As the words in my mouth say, this is what happened. After getting out of the mountain. Destroy all BA for strongholds. Killed 10,000 people. We are free. Prepare to destroy the fifth city. On the way to meet a demon. You should bet with him. I can't believe we lost the bet. They agreed to find medicine for him. We asked him where to look. He told us, of course, to rob people. Across the road, especially the Gao players in the sky. There is a lot of medicine in you. So I saw you flying by chance. I have long blocked your way. We thought we could get good stuff. To go fulfill that promise to that little devil. I think losing is too bad. I told you, the killer devil. It's like a baby starting to cry. The other three saw that and cried loudly. Okay, stop crying. If anyone cries, Lao Tzu beats him to death. Probably the most annoying person shouted out loud. 4 demons in a blink of an eye stop crying. Most certainly in the heart silently shaking his head. Doubt says, the 4 of you have kept your words so much. Dare to admit defeat? That's of course. We are the ghosts of you. Why can't you keep your word? Vicious devil puffed up his chest arrogantly said. Take a deep look at them. Most likely, slowly move to the side. Contemplation. The celestial feast glanced a little behind. The tent speaks out. Track the butler. Are their words credible? Slightly nodding. Most certainly in his eyes flashed a ray of light. Low voice screeching. The minds of these four people are not normal. The speech is not clear, but it's basically probably reliable. Looks like someone wants to create chaos for the universe. So let them out. It's not aimed at us. If that was the case, we can rest assured. Continue on your way to the mountain. I'm just afraid someone knows where we are. They deliberately set traps on the road. The priest sighed a deep breath and said carefully. Most people who have heard this agree. And ink keeps silent on the seriously thinking face. Long after, you two are standing there without a word. The four demons were afraid to look at the two men, worried about how it will be handled. But the tares are afraid of disturbing his thoughts. Just one squid standing next to it. It was the most silent for a long time. Finally out of patience and doubt, asked the butler. Sir, I'm thinking about going to the mountain this time. It's ours. Or are you thinking about how to deal with these four guys? Haha. If it wasn't for them this time. The trip to the Lightning Mountain. Absolutely no problem. And what about these four idiots? We want to take them in. At the right time. We also have a strategy that requires four players. It fits well with them. Probably the best laugh for an hour. In the eyes rose rays of excitement. The celestial ceremony nods and smiles. The old man soon knew. The butler told the old man to fall in love. Probably because it's aimed at them. There's something the butler thinks about. Maybe it was because of anxiety after receiving them. We'll make friction cardboard dissatisfied with her. That's not true. If Maston exiled them, 65 doesn't care. I'm not sure they'll notice now. And the big guy doesn't care about the details. Without risking a little, don't think about the world. Most definitely shake your head. In the eyes emerged Kier steadfast. 266 games against heaven. Tares are a little hesitant to say that. What the butler has been thinking about is most likely a sigh. Take out the blood of silkworm, frown, talk, I ponder is. Now there's no blood of the semiconductor physical beast. Then we mix silkworm blood into the knitting medicine. And tricked these four idiots into drinking. Even though their minds are messed up. But it's a vision anyway. The worst part is not finished. The police officer looked at me with a wink. Embarrassed to say, oops, butler. Now they are under our control. I feel no need to trick them into drinking. This word just came out. Most likely, the body shakes slightly, the eyes are a little embarrassed. Give your hand a blow. That's right, the first trick was drinking blood. It's because he has amazing power. Not easy to deal with. But now those four are dead. You have to choose them to drink. Just put it in your mouth. I didn't expect to be this stupid one day. Thinking about it, I feel more and more ashamed. I dare not look at the sky. Then whispered his tares. I hope you forget about the past. Yes, the silent prayer is laughing deeply. I look a little bit in the air. Not out of thought. He didn't expect, smart and sinister as the most evil. There are also times when the map. I laughed for a long time at the temple. The most sure look. Step in front of the four demons. Sawed, the butler. Can you give the old man too? I also want to try the feeling. Put it in someone else's mouth. Most likely laughing, of course. Finally, you both have insects in your hands. Laughing at the four demons. That the four demons saw insects in your hands. In the eyes can't help but shrink, shown out in panic, trembling, screaming out loud. What are you doing? What do you want to do? Didn't we all answer honestly? They still treat us like that. The words are not finished. The two most likely are straight, putting blood in their mouths. Delegates at this time, they're forever in the mystery of the lost. Take care of everything. Most likely, the order of the heavens. Then he untied himself. Let them go, let them go. To be released. The four demons are once again in one place. A loud cry of animals. You to dare to tie us up. They put worms in our mouths. It is an act of humiliation. This time even if you are tied up. I will not spare the life of your dogs. Right, I will not spare the lives of your dogs. It is right to take your lives. I will not spare your dog's life. Following the scream of the killer demon, the other three also shouted. But the most likely and the most astounding look at each other. It's an extraordinary battle. The four demons saw this. There's a suspicion in my heart. What's going on? The two of you are not afraid of them. Don't wait for them to know why. Suddenly a blood seal appeared on his forehead. It makes them want to explode. The anguish of pain moaning. Just a moment of four demons rolling on the ground. The eyes don't stop bleeding. You are most likely to agree. Go in front of them. Said scornfully, laughing coldly. You have been controlled by me. If you don't want to die, just listen. The four demons now understand the future. They were controlled by the person in front of them. He had not finished the four demons who were afraid to shout. We must obey and stop. My head is about to explode. In the future, you will be our leader. Let the old fun guy be the killer devil. Go see the devil. God damn it, you're such a coward. She said she was born with the same mother. Your father is my biological father. Get rid of these wishy-washy bastards. I will take care of you alone. They're not trustworthy. Most likely I hear them constantly pushing. The corners of the mouth don't shrink. The sky is the same, the eyes are a little unsightly. These for guys are the most shameless sceneries. That's the worst I've ever known. I've collected these for unscrupulous people. Will you regret it later? I can't believe they can even call him father. I think it's best to take a deep breath. I hope it won't be his most regrettable decision. Can't stand the pain. The four demons immediately rushed to the side. I'm most likely to hold my feet and yell at you. I will follow you later. Sir, don't let that worm mess up in your stomach. Most likely, take them out. Raise your fucking voice. These guys don't have the temperament. What do you want us to show off? The four people's eyes immediately lit up. They looked at each other and gathered them into one place. Make too big a picture. We are the devil. Simiasag amount of friction for demons. Our father is. I haven't finished yet. The demon suddenly stopped. He touched his nose and said, "What's the name of tea?" Probably a pat on the forehead. Almost to spray blood. The second prayer can no longer face into the hands. Refused for comments. Probably with cold eyes. He looked at the four angry people. Later for people. You must no longer call Lao Tzu your father. If not, the old man will definitely let the worm in him. You guys, I will give you life, not death. Yes, mother, the four demons puffed out a chest. Immediately changed the name according to his will. I think this is the most likely thing he would do. Watch a little more fall aggressively glaring at them. The most likely is gritting your teeth. It's called a housekeeper's warrant. The four demons looked at each other again. Say yes loudly, butler. The most likely is a sigh. If you're not lost without people, I am sure the old man will be the first. The first person to solve the four oddities. Hey! Most likely I thought for a while. Look at them and say, now you are my people. Tell me about your strategy. Let me hear it. This. The fierce devil startled. Look at the other three. It's a little bit awkward to say that this combination. It's the secret of friction. We can't just reveal it. Most likely a small nod. It sounds like a human voice at least. It's also quite loyal. Even though Max locked them up here 65 years ago. They keep this secret. It's pretty good. But he hasn't finished yet. Their next sentence. They want to kill them immediately. Yeah, it's important. There are only four of us who can practice this. So it's our secret. If you reveal, it's not that we're going to be defeated so easily. That's dangerous for us. Or drawing a map. Final battle of Battle Lake paint of magic cardboard. I'll give it to you. There's also a place where you can hide the magic. With the location of the master's room. The most uncertain words were hurried. Hold fast to power. Gritted my teeth. You guys sell all that friction? I really don't know. Will you sell me out later? The four demons heard this and did not answer. Simultaneously head up to the sky fake mute. Most likely, this situation is getting more and more angry. Shout out for an hour. You say raw. Let me know your fighting skills. Even if you don't say. I can also destroy you immediately. I heard his angry scream. The four demons trembled with fear and cried out in unison. We're talking right here. We're talking right here. Let's be honest about the secret. Shocking tears on one side heard finally clear. Then there's the combination of these four. Is to take advantage of their shared spiritual characteristics. To achieve the goal, you can use a power. This combination art is called the art of love. There are four types of rage moods. The great demon of rage training. At the same time, it is unstoppable. The old to miserly devils are as melancholy as the spirit. Wrapped up like flies flying around. He 3 Devil's skillful training. Happiness is agile and flexible. Like a fast wind, you can't detect it quickly. The 4 Cowardly Demons trained Peanuts. Lost action by heart. You can see the actions of your opponent. The magic point of this battle lies in. It can help for people. I have the power of one of them. The ability of the 4 children to unite is increased. The celestial prayer stroked the beard in sobbing. I can't believe this is such a strange thing. I almost lost 7 days to the old man. But this trick also has its weaknesses. That's for people. They can't have 4 abilities at the same time. Otherwise, it's too perverted. So why don't we make it a little more perverted? The corners of the mouth are slightly squinted. The most obvious is a strange smile. Then in the hands suddenly appeared a jewel. He looked up at the 4 demons. Sissy sag quantity, if you were my people now. Of course I will not abuse you. This is also a legal battle. It's called the 4 Wonders. Cultivators will follow the direction. Move into the 5 planets of the 4 statues. It can help each of you. Possessing power at the same time. The power of all 4. Out. Each person's ability will also be increased to 3 levels. This word just came out. Astounding Ceremony screamed loudly. That doesn't mean showing up. 4 Ghost Books for Demons 6 Important Stars. Adorable to 160-17 Mystique. To look at the astounding ceremony to the stupor. Most likely, he grinned. That's right, thanks to the 4-figure principle of interbeing. It's possible to confer the power of each one, 4 people at the same time. That's when you have the power. Speed and 2 types of body. Of course, their power will increase. It also makes up for the lack of the 4 center strategy. It's about each person increasing 3 levels of power. Haha. This is only when they practice the 4-figure battle art. Wait until the Middle Ages. Through the reciprocal power of the 4 statues, they can rise to 6 levels of power. When fighting, if the 4-figure practice reaches its peak, it can be increased to 1 level. That's for people working together. That's equivalent to 4 players on the whole screen. Seen with hands. Hear this word. The temple is completely empty. I can't believe the most certain words. Where did you find a treasure like this? Like that. This 4-figure art is better than Kia's 4-center art. Track Butler interference. You are not a missing master. You're hiding out. This is a secret. The most humorous mystical refused to comment. The 4 demons received more powerful magic. Glad to dance and shout. But very quickly, the stingy devil frowned. Looking at the worst, he said. Track the butler. If you are convenient, then can you show me the dried fruit for us? Haha, this is no problem. Most likely, he grinned slightly. The devil is a stingy devil, of course. It is now a family. He will also do his best to satisfy their demands. Already said, let the tears of horror pick up the broken scepter in 2. Take out the diamond and save it from the blue flame. In the blink of an eye, the stick is connected. They even look much better than before. Most likely, he turned the stick towards the 4 demons. I'm done laughing. All the same, the quality is higher than before. Ghost Book for Demons excitedly recovered spirit soldiers screaming. The top is to top. The butler at the top. It won't be fun for long. The stingy devil Kier wouldn't stop either. Without shame, looking to the worst of the world again. Track the butler. You can return the old man's ring and clothes. Number. Atsao. I was stunned for a moment by doubt. The devil laughed and said, "That's what we just lost. If it wasn't for us fainting, then why did the old man get those two things? That dry monkey is Lao Tzu's stuff." Not waiting for him to finish his words, tears of horror were angry at the dwarf Kier. Once in a while, it's your thing. Does it make sense? Probably the face is down. Said coldly, "You don't need to fix your bad habits. But you're absolutely not allowed to mess with your own people. If not..." "I know, Butler Track. I'll take good care of it." I can see the face is not good. The killer was quick to knock on the head of the stingy devil. Force him to shut up, towards the most certain direction. Haha, forgive him for saying anything. That's what this young man is about. Don't say things through your hands. As long as it targets them. Without stealing it, it will be sad for a few days as if it were lost. This word just came out. The two most likely are not out of awe. The tiger is a miser. Look out for the future, take care of yourself. It's more than stealing. But the stingy devil is still not satisfied. The devil looks the best. Vicious demon pulls sharp on mouth, murmuring, "Okay, stop looking. It's not your stuff." Probably a clap. To attract the attention of the four demons. "I order you to listen. Now we have to go to the mountain. You're good at that. Go ahead and lead the way." The four of them shook their heads and said, "Oops. This is not working." Probably the most suspicious frown said at Sao. "Maybe the butler has forgotten. We promised a kid. It's going to help him find medicine." The four demons are you. Head of the sky and foot on the ground. I can promise 7. Most likely, look at them a little. So deep nod. If you're an outsider, you won't notice. But rarely do these for idiots do it. A few decent things. If you take them away like that, it will leave a bad impression that you are not keeping your word. Won't it be harder to teach later? Think for a moment. Probably the best way to say it. Let's go find the Kier boy. Give him the medicine first. Then to the mountain. Your butler has real medicine. Four devils' eyes lit up in unison. Most likely a small nod, of course. In a moment, for people gathered in one place. With a weird smile. The devil is more willing to raise his head, see? I told you, surely the people flying in the sky have medicine. It is right to beat them. Old brother Min, old brother Min. The other three also laughed at the same time. Most probably look at them whispering loudly. I can't help but feel a little insecure. The behavior of these four guys is a little strange. But even Sao agreed. We need them to lead us to the mountain. In front of them, see what they want to do. The result is probably the most astounding. Under the guidance of the four demons. A path towards the west. It's about half a day to a high mountain. In the afternoon one. The boy is about 7 to 8 years old, sitting cross-legged on the rock. I don't know what to hold in my hand. Constantly put up the mouth-chewing swallow. It was as if they had discovered their appearance. Boy to the ears turned slightly. Reveal the bright eyes. Most likely, I can see the vibration again. It's like meeting a scary animal. It's just a boy. Looks less than 10 years old. Why do you give others a sense of danger? It's a little confusing. The most likely feeling in the heart of insecurity. But I don't know where this feeling came from. At this time, the sky's eyes are a little shrunken. Speak up to remind the most ordinary track butler. This young man is the master of the two great gods. Hear this word. He couldn't help but look at a child. But to 6 reached the magic of the second scene. How is this possible? Maybe some old monster turned into that. But looks can't be disguised like that. Then there's only one possibility. This kid's reached the magic scene as a kid. I turned my eyes to the 4 demons. I saw them trembling with fear. Hard to see the scene in my heart. Not without doubt. Before, these 4 guys just said they'd make a bet with the kid. It doesn't mean the Kier is a master of magic. After all, they were hiding it for what purpose? Finally this time, the boy also jumped from the rock. Your child is bright and flexible, but it's cold. You're finally back. If it's a little late. I thought you were running away. I've got to get you back. 4 demons to feet trembling. I was scared of the boy in front of me. The devil is afraid to wear his hands and say no. Dare not. We've run twice and we're not running anymore. See this situation. The 2 most likely people couldn't help but be startled. How high is the power of the 4 demons? Why are you so afraid of this boy? Maybe 6. This boy's 2-pronged magic is even stronger. 4 reflections 3 important. The boy doesn't seem to care the most. Just look coldly at the 4 demons. Has it been 3 days to find the medicine? The 4 demons hurriedly nodded. The 2 most likely to say they have. You can find them. Most likely, his face immediately dropped. I felt like I was being sold by these 4 guys. Wait until you look back. I saw the boy looking at him coldly. Get out here, the boy said softly, his hand softly. Most likely, a deep glance at him. I see he has no evil. He gave me a medicine towards him. Medicine for products law ban. I hope I can deal with this kid. And then a moment of medicine came to my hand. He put it in his mouth and bit it. Probably the most terrifying looking teenager. This is medicine, but he dared to live. Before training to knit medicine. Even if it's the master of magic. Its powerful medicinal properties. It can also cause a tendon to explode in the blink of an eye. But this kid's not cool. Like, it can actually digest that last bit of medicine. This guy is basically a monster. Adherence to 168 unbeatable copper antique 3 pine. Wait until the medicine is swallowed. The boy in front of me was the most likely. Quaternary medicine back down now too. I've been fed up lately. Do you have 5 or more ingredients? Probably the most unflattering. You eat or drink. You don't want to be picky. There is no way. He took another medicine and brought it to him. These are the 5 medicinal products of the 1,000-year-old Snowland ginseng. Seeing this scene, the bright-eyed teenager hurried to get it. To reveal the joyful protest muttered, "It's been a long time since I've eaten this delicious medicine. Those bastards in yellow just feed me some medicine trash. It makes us want to be malnourished." What he just said was most likely a thought. Yellow clothes in mouth. Who is this guy talking about? If in 7th Ra, only the Emperor wears yellow. I can't believe this monster belongs to the Emperor. Right now, after eating and drinking, the teenager laughed happily. Put on your hand. Okay. The 4 of you have 3 days left. Go and find more. If you can't find it, wait for death. Wait. Probably the slowest thing to do, the incomprehensible hand asked. Why do we feel? It's like you're enslaving them. They're not betting on you. Let me help you find the medicine. The boy suddenly had a cold eye. You bet. I hate betting the most. Lao Tzu's life only bet once, the outcome bet lost. I hurt Lao Tzu every day. We all have to swallow this horrible medicine alive. That is why I swore to this world. Never bet again. Then they are most likely to be more suspicious. The boy said coldly. On the one hand, these 4 men set fire and killed people all over BA for citadels. Caught again by me. They already killed them. But they said, willing to go everywhere looking for medicine for me. So we're saving lives for them. Even though we understand morality, thanks to you, I should be gentle with you. That I ate their medicine. Of course we can't take their lives anymore. But their crimes are too great. So we caught them. You have to give medicine once a day. We'll go out until the deadline is up. As if they were guilty. The most sure of the silent Bulip. This guy says something a little bit wrong. The 4 of them took the venerable medicine. What do you have to do with this? Are you angry that they killed the arsonist? The 4 little people's feet. There is no good person for a hypocrite. But very quickly, he quickly scratched his eyebrows, realized that he is not a good person. I think you should probably touch your nose. Laughing, he looked at the teenager. Or we can negotiate. 4 of them were men. I will give you 10 medicines. Let them go, follow me. 10 things to listen to medicine. The teenager was excited again. With an evil smile. If you can get that much medicine. What else to do? Stay and find the medicine. Let's go with the 4 of them. I see him 0. Most likely, his face immediately cooled. Cold for an hour. This guy is also wanted by elephants. Think about it and take a few steps back. Cold voice. Little brother. If you are the master of magic, I don't see you either. It's like the child doesn't understand. Your last words were to enslave us. Even teenagers can't hear what they're saying. Laughing coldly, he said he killed the arsonist and went to jail. A little slavery is worth it. I heard him speak the loudest way.